people? It's Ashleigh of SingleWomanChronicles.com, where being single is a beautiful choice rather than a miserable circumstance. Today's episode is sponsored by Single Woman Chronicles book, How to Ask Your Ex, extended edition. This is the book. This is the workbook. Don't buy this first because you need this, okay? Remember. One question before we get started in our reviews. Why Michelle keep falling in all of her jobs? We were talking about that because we were a girl group first, but then we broke up before we could get anywhere.
Not really, but really.
None of us can sing. It only lasted 5 minutes because we were just thinking about it. But then we were wondering, like, why did Michelle keep falling? Like, was it something? I'm a clumsy person, though. Brittany, you're kind of clumsy.
No, I'm super clumsy.
I'm clumsy.
I've never seen you
really?
New York.
New York.
It was definitely Washington, D.C.
I remember that. Oh, it was Washington. Okay.
But I am super clumsy.
I remember that story, though.
And y'all don't get to talk about Michelle. Michelle was
Help me. I remember that. I gotta go to work. I'm sorry. What did you say? Help me. I'm falling. I do remember
This is
that.
why I grabbed this up.
You gotta tell a story now because
I don't remember this story.
You
The point
what? You don't remember the story, Britt? Wow. You just gonna lie to people like that?
she gonna lie on
Shut it up.
Wow. We ain't gotta talk about it.
She gonna lie on
We
national
can edit this
internet.
out. We can edit this out.
We're not editing this out.
She
I'm not
lying.
editing.
She don't care nothing about nobody feelings.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because I don't feel like it.
Can't see this
And
one.
it takes time. Long story short, Brittany was in D.C. and she fell on the crosswalk. Nobody helped her.
I did.
That's the end of the story.
A person walked over her while she was on the
Sorry.
crossroad.
As I reached out for someone to help me. Another passerby. She did not. Whilst
That is disrespectful.
I was in the middle of rush hour traffic, so there was a whole line
I
of
wondered if
folks.
she recognized you on Sweet Magnolias.
Oh my god.
As the woman that she didn't help, I hope so.
I don't think
But
she
anyway.
does. She doesn't know who you are.
Sometimes you gotta pick yourself up,
Yes.
even when there are other people.
Always.
That's the
There's
message I was trying to get
James
across.
Fortune has a song called "Encourage Yourself."
You know, we fall down, but we get up. That's
Always.
not James
Listen,
Fortune.
never would have
Donnie
made it.
McClurkin, but listen,
Never would have made it.
we fall down, but we get up.
Never could have made it. Okay, today's topic. I forgot after the banter. Should you be in contact with your ex?
Nope.
Nah. No.
This is simple as that. For what? Okay, here's the thing.
I
If you
ain't
don't-
Go in, Britt.
Maya said, y'all didn't have no kids, didn't share no mutual friends, and you told me that she turned trick when y'all broke up in whatever year it was.
It was
okay?
96.
Or something.
Yeah, 96.
I know it was 96, but since we ain't talking about the 90s and we had a couple of decades since then, okay?
Yeah,
I'm trying to make it relevant to the people who don't know
Side
that
note,
song.
what if y'all got kids and y'all had
Then when you
mutual
talk about
friends?
kids, I'll let Imani handle that, but it's like when you talk about
When
kids,
you have
it's just
kids-
about the kid.
No, when you have kids, when they get a certain age, you get them a phone so they can contact them through their phone.
Even better, see?
That's
And
what
you
you
know what
do.
I'm saying? Like, why? What?
I'm sorry.
do you need to be in
I would love.
contact with
I
your
really
ex
want to
for?
ask this question because you are one of my friends who I've seen be a wonderful mother to a child, but not drag the father of the child into the picture. Because I hear so many women say, "You don't understand. You don't have any kids," and I'm like, "But I have friends who have kids, and they don't drag men into the picture." So, how did you separate the relationship from the relationship with the child?
I think for me, the bigger picture was my daughter, and I didn't have my father growing up. So no matter what he did to me to try to break me or to not do what I felt like he was supposed to do as a father, I knew that she loved him, and I didn't want to put a picture in her mind that her dad was something that he was negatively doing what he was doing to me, not towards her. So my love for her changed my perspective, and I never wanted to degrade or talk bad about her dad to her, and I would never do that. So no matter what we go through, she's at an age now, he thought like, buy her a phone, I ain't got to deal with the mama, that's fine. But when she get in trouble, guess who's taking the phone? And it's going to be off, okay? So don't think you buy a phone and that's over. No, it's not. But I mean, in that sense, it works a little bit better because she is of age to communicate like what she's doing in school and talking to him. So it does work better for our situation, but never talk bad about the parent to the other parent, because essentially when the child grows older, they will remember that, and you don't want them regretting you. So the situation is what it is, and my concern is my daughter, and her dad loves her, so that's all that I care about.
Yeah, I think the key thing you said in there was your love for your daughter came first.
Oh, of course.
And I think anyone can think about that, because it's so many situations, because some people, they come out of situations that are extremely negative and toxic, that like maybe the dad is or mom is like beating on the child or like sexually harassing the child or something like that. So the love for the child has to come first. So it's like, if you love your child, what would you do? You know what I mean? So like that thought process has to be number one. And so if you love your child in a relationship with the dad, between y'all two is cool, but between them and the child was great. I mean, between y'all two was horrible, but between them and the child was like good. You still got to put that child first. You know what I mean? Because, you know, at the same time, even if you hate him, because Tyler Perry said it once, he was like, listen, if y'all got to do this like once a month and just act like y'all like each other just for the child, but y'all want to stab each other deep down inside, just do it because you love the child that much. So it's cool. But aside from that, if you ain't got no kids, even if you share mutual friends, what y'all gotta talk about?
What is there?
Yeah.
What are we talking
What is there? I mean, like it's one thing if you work with your ex, like you just talk about work things, but actually, why do you need to talk to them?
Right.
What are you gonna? Why?
And that's not going to help with your healing process.
It's not going to help with your healing.
There's a chapter in my book. It's called
Do Tell.
Phase 4 is Closure Trap. People think they need closure to move on. You don't.
You don't.
Because I talk about in the workbook, what if your ex died tomorrow? Y'all broke up yesterday. He died
I'm only
today.
laughing because I'm like, what if that did happen?
No, literally. Y'all broke up yesterday. You said you need closure to get over him. Then he died the next day. Then how you gonna get over him? You gotta get over him, right? How you gonna do it? You don't need the closure. You just want it.
Right.
So it's beautiful to have if you can have it, but you don't always need it. And I think so many times when we continue the contact, it's because we're thinking like, oh, like if I keep talking to him, like he's eventually gonna tell me, or eventually he'll realize and regret losing me. They don't care.
They gonna lie.
They gonna lie. They don't care.
He won't. They don't care.
You also have to understand the man mindset. Like, women and men think so differently. Like, we literally think so opposite. I always say, like, I gotta turn my female brain off and turn my male brain on.
Yeah.
Okay. We know this. When women break up or something bad happens in a relationship, we immediately feel it. Men feel it 3 months later.
3 years.
It been 3 to 3.
That's crazy.
I dated trash individuals.
Oh, I'm so sorry for it. You're so amazing. Like,
I am, thank you. But I have a better self-worth of myself.
Yeah.
She said 3 years in my case.
It's definitely 3 years in my case.
But you have to, like, understand. So what are y'all talking? Like, what is the point?
What is the point?
And I always say no contact because, again, you have to put yourself first. Like, you have to respect your emotions. Like, what is the benefit of you continuing to talk to that person? Like, where are you going? Are you growing?
Right.
Are you getting your breakup body together? Like,
you're not.
I guess.
Are you, like, what is happening in that time? Like, why are y'all talking? Because it's really just, it's diminishing your healing process. Like, it's just holding you back. Like, you're not starting. Like, basically, this is the start line of your healing process. You're just taking yourself further and further back.
Right.
Like, that's all you're doing.
And I guess for me, I also think about my future relationship, or even with my husband. Is he going to feel comfortable with me still being in contact with my ex? Am I going to feel comfortable if he was still in contact with his ex? If the answer is no, what's the point of even being in contact with your ex? Just cut it off.
Listen.
It's that simple.
X is at the back of the alphabet for a reason. So
That's a good one.
That far back. What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? There's no reason that you need it. I promise you, there's no reason that you're gonna gain from it or try to understand. If you want closure, you can find closure within yourself. You can find healing with yourself. You can find happiness and joy with yourself that does not involve another person. If the opportunity comes up just by luck, we bumped into each other on the street, sure, fine. But you don't even need that. Don't look for that. I know a lot of y'all heard that and you're like, oh, I'm gonna accidentally run into him when I meet him outside of his job when he gets off at this time of whatever day. Don't do that. That's not what I'm talking about.
Don't wait.
Sometimes life is just crazy and you bump into somebody that you weren't expecting. Happened to me. But I'm saying that you can be whole, you can be healed, you can find joy, you can find peace, you can move on without ever having to talk to that person ever again. And you don't need it because it's for you. Your healing is for you. Your forgiveness, even when you forgive them of it, is for you. For you moving on. Because when you see that person again and you're just like, oh, I hate you, I want to stab your whatever, then you're like, oh, okay, well, still got some healing to do.
Yeah.
But when you still, when you're working on it for yourself, I promise you are all that you need to help you and heal you. Because even if you don't have a therapist or whatever, you have books and blogs and YouTube videos, sermons, whatever that can help you.
There's so many books
out here that can help you.
It's so many books out here.
So many books that can help you
out here.
Get over your ex. It's like somebody should make a book called How to Ex Your Ex to help you get over your ex. You know what
understand.
I mean?
Like, I really don't get why people be tripping.
Why people don't know
because there's
how
so many books.
Oh my God.
The point is, all you need is you and the decision. All you need is you and this book to decide that you don't want to be caught up over your ex anymore.
Because why are you contacting them for what? Listen. After phase 1, phase 2. Phase 1 is let it out because you gotta cry, you gotta yell, you gotta scream, you gotta get it out.
Vent.
Because you gotta vent. Like, people, stop letting people tell you it's not okay to be sad. It's okay to not be okay.
It is okay.
I don't care how trash he was. I don't care how many chances you gave him. Like, when you finally let go, it's a grieving process that has to happen.
Yeah.
But after that grieving process, the immediate process that has to go into effect, this is not a contact sport.
Don't
cut it out.
Let me tell you something. I am not the savviest of people when it comes to technology. I'm a little late to the game. But that block feature is a whole blessing. It's a whole blessing. Like, you are blocking people. And when I heard it in my spirit. I did. I said block, not do not disturb, because I know a lot of you want to put do not disturb so that your ex, so that you can see that your ex will still like, oh, I just want to see that he reached out to me to show that he cares, and I have the opportunity to shut him down. That's not what I'm talking about. Block that person. Block the email, block the DM, block the telephone number, block him,
you know what, you
and
guys,
have access to you.
We are in our... I'm late. I'm the youngest of the group. I just turned 30 this year.
What does that mean?
No, but what I'm saying, let me get to where I'm going. What I'm saying is, I feel like we all was, and I'm speaking for myself, it took me a few years to get to where I didn't want to see him. Like, after we broke up, I wanted to see him on my phone, like, trying to reach out.
Of course you do.
But there's some viewers that are in that space where, they're not necessarily where we are yet.
I always been there. I love blacking people. I've been blacking people for a long time.
She been trying to put us on game.
Well, I haven't.
I've been blocking people for a long time.
That's why I'm saying, like, the do not disturb.
It is important.
Is a difference
to block.
because you want to see them reach out to you, but that's hindering you.
It's about the self-love, because the self-love, erase the self-love. Let me not even go there. It's about the control. Think about the control. If you don't block him, he still controls your emotions.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you're really upset when he doesn't reach out.
Period. If you block him, I don't care if he's reaching out or not. Guess what? You don't know.
Right.
You have no idea.
When you block, you
so just block him. You make the decision to control your emotion. You take control of your healing process.
Yes.
That's why I say block him. Because I've been blocking people since I was 21. So 31 now. Yeah. I've been blocking people for a long time. And I know it took her a minute. It's okay. Good. But I'm saying the reason I say do it is because it controls your healing process. So take control of your healing process and don't be in contact with them and block them.
Block.
It sucks because a lot of people don't want to.
Hashtag block.
But block. That's the hashtag this episode. Block. So, goodbye.
Bye.
Everybody said, singing group out. Block.